Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, and I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. If you watched it live last night, then you know this, man. But uh, I had somebody reach out to one of the people from Team Crawford team, not named Bernie. All right, just say that right quick. It wasn't Bernie. Somebody that was handling negotiations at first on Crawford's behalf. I just say it like that. Um, and they said Dan Rayfield report is not true. Now, Dan Rayfield, when he was ESPN, he wasn't as close with PBC. When he got fired for ESPN and they hired Coppinger, he seemed to form a new alliance with PBC. To me, I felt there was some type of, I'll just use maybe schism there. Um, some type of schism there. But, and obviously I thought back in the day he was closer to, I could be wrong, my memory could be murky. I thought he was closer to, I thought he was closer to Golden Boy, and Bob Arum type, but I guess when he got let go at ESPN, he started to become a little bit more raw. So, and when you think about it, November the 12th, which I got a video coming, is or it's probably already be up. Let me post it right now. It says November the 12th is when Adesanya is fighting Alex something Piera in New York. So UFC will be able to come on first, and boxing will come. So the 12th is not a viable date, and T-Mobile is not available on the 12th, and MGM Grand is not available on the 12th. What they do at the Melon Bay, they did keep Thurman fight at the Melon Bay, and Terence Crawford last fight with Top Ranks at the Melon Bay. That was somewhere that Manny Pacquiao loved to fight. So what they do at the Melon Bay, I don't know. But what I do know is that the report is fake. I got it. Somebody finally texted me back. It took like almost 48 hours to get a response. But they be busy and stuff. And somebody from Team Crawford reached out and said it's not true. If you don't hear from Bomac, if you don't hear from Terence Crawford, and you don't, or they don't tell Bernie to announce something, it's not true. It is not true. Plain and simple. It is not true. So they saying PBC is putting out lies, and the only reason I can think PBC is putting out these lies is to pressure Crawford to sign a fight or to prepare the landing for the Keith Thurman fight. They're prepared to landing for the Keith Thurman fight. So that's the only thing that I can think about. So, they were saying, over there, Bug Crew saying they was optimistic that the fight was going to happen this year. They haven't said anything different regarding that. But they say simply not true. The Dan Rayfield report is simply not true. Now, I ain't got no issue with Dan Rayfield. I'm just reporting on what they said. They said it's not true. If you don't hear from Crawford, Bomac, and or Bernie, it is not true on their end. So apparently Spence didn't, retweeted Mike Coppinger. So obviously on Spence and Coppinger and Dan Rayfield is probably the move. I thought the line killer yesterday, he said, this shit ain't true. Man, you just hope it to be true. But at that point, man, if they don't announce something soon, man, I'm just going to Siberia. So I'm going to take my money and go to Siberia. It's not about a pay-per-view. I'll just buy the pay-per-view. That's kind of where I'm trending at with it. That's where I'm trending at with it. I'll just buy the pay-per-view. And I'll probably give away a pay-per-view or two. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, dude. But they said it ain't true, man. And I'm going to go finish what I was talking about last night, too. I don't know if it's going to be the next video. I'm going to line them up all back to back, but about Keith Thurman. So they in my opinion, this is my opinion, no assumption, no none of that stuff. It sounds like to me that Keith Thurman fight is coming. Because it make too much sense, but I'll get into that later on. So, Dan Rayfield, you can't trust them PBC agents, bro. All they are they trying to push a narrative. You got to remember, guys like Coppinger and guys like Dan Rayfield, they really don't mess with Terence Crawford. I told y'all last night, the writers don't mess with him. I told y'all, the writers don't mess with him. Yep, the writers don't really mess with him like that. The writers don't mess with him like that. So the vloggers don't like him, the writers don't like him. None of these people none of this, it is what it is. He just didn't want to fulfill his media obligations. It's kind of coming back to bite him in his ass. They said this report is totally false. So, ain't nothing I can do about it but tell y'all the news, dude. You just like delivering bad news. I don't. I want to see this fight happen just like y'all want to see the fight happen. But PBC has a history of not making these type of fights, bro. They have a large history of not. Even on their side of the street, I think it was a lot to ask. I think it was a lot to ask. In my opinion, because they can't even deliver fights, on their side of the street. Come on, they can't even deliver fights on their side of the street. So we asking them to deliver something they normally wouldn't deliver. Think about that. We asked them to deliver something that they normally wouldn't deliver. That's like asking UPS to deliver a product they usually don't deliver. It's just it's tragic. It is tragic. It is tragic. And that's the honest truth. It is tragic. They don't want to make this fight. And it's people that's never gonna believe that's the truth. They always gonna pledge allegiance to PBC. But you know what? Like I told y'all before and last night, it really don't matter. It really don't matter. To be honest. Because they don't break bread with them anyway. They don't break bread with them anyway. And that's the truth. They don't break bread with PBC anyway. They don't pay for these pay-per-views. That's what Errol numbers shitty. They talking about Crawford, this, that, and the third about Crawford and this, that, and the third. Right, that's cool. At least Crawford had an excuse that people didn't know how to buy through the ESPN Plus app exclusively. You couldn't buy it on pay-per-view. Keith Thurman even complained about that. Right? At least he had a valid excuse. At least he had a valid excuse. Right? At least he had a valid excuse. Can't say the same thing. At least, come on, he said the thing about Errol. Why y'all ain't buying his pay-per-views? Riddle me that, Batman. Why y'all ain't buying his pay-per-views? Come on. Why y'all not buying his pay-per-views? Come on. It's not a hard question. If y'all bought his pay-per-views, Crawford had no choice but to do what he say do. But that ain't this type of party. It's not. And I said it, say it again, bro. They gonna preach this blind alliance to PBC, and they ain't deliver nothing. They ain't deliver nothing. They ain't delivered a premier product not named Floyd Mayweather. And if you think they did, why you didn't buy it and support it? Come on, why you didn't buy it and support it? That's my question. Why didn't you buy it and support it? That's my question. Why didn't you buy it and support it? Because y'all not supporting. You're not supporting what they putting out. Trust me. They not buying and supporting what they putting out. But like I said, they said it's not true, man. So I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. But they said it's simply not true. So it's messed up though. But to me, man, kind of what I'm reading between this, and I ain't asked them if the fight gonna happen or not. But what I'm reading between this shit not gonna happen. That's what I'm reading. I don't believe it's gonna happen. So it is what it is, man. We talk a little bit more live about it tonight. If I go live, I believe I will. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want some more the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Spotify, whole nine. Podcast is up right now. Go check out the new one. Listen, support me. Finally got 1,000 listeners, so I appreciate y'all for tapping in and listening. But let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Good Feeling TV. Don't forget, check out the welterweight playlist, welterweight boxing playlist, and check out the boxing room playlist for more videos like this. Peace.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.